Soto, Jeff McNeil and company making the trek from just beyond where we are. That's left field. You just saw them walking up in right field, making the stroll up to this 2-ballpark complex here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And it's a big game, like we said, win or go home. And Xander Reed, who's got his twin brother Preston on this team as well, he gets the start for Australia. Cruz Croupan leads off for Canada, the second baseman, and he takes strike one. And away we go with game 2 of 5, including Mets Mariners here today. Juan Soto. Cameras in front of him, microphones in front of him, autographs, selfies, and took a stray from a Canadian 12-year-old too.
Well, I was just thinking, if you weren't awake coming off that airplane, you are now.
This has popped up, and Monica Arcuri makes the catch. The only girl playing here. Early, some fun pregame. Got asked about if it was Juan Soto as well. He was most excited to meet. He said, maybe overrated. He drops one into left center. Caleb Jackson ends up at third, and Canada's got him at the corners.
Just a little miscommunication right there. I think Ryder Smith should have had this ball, and Braxton Black may have been saying something early on. It looked like Ryder maybe lost track of where the pop-up was specifically and tried to go to cover second base.
And here comes Issei Hamano. Fisted, diving catch by Misha Lee. Flex on him as well.
Misha Lee, maybe that's why he's calling Soto underrated. Talking about making plays like this. Says it's easy. That big league stuff is easy. I can do this in my sleep. Great play over at first base, and you know I love it as a former first baseman, showing off the athleticism right there.
Francisco Lindor, who joins us now. Francisco, busy day. You guys get on the plane after the game yesterday, come from Queens here to Pennsylvania, and you're mobbed right when you get off the plane.
Yeah, we actually got in the plane this morning. We just flew in, we just came in, and we met Team Venezuela and Las Vegas at the airport. They rode the bus with us. We were able to have a couple conversations with them, and then we showed up here in the campus. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
I got to ask you, at this age, and we know you have a lot of fun with the game. You're always smiling, enjoying your time. You start to see these kids start to take a little bit more seriously. But for you, how did you always keep the game fun and exciting and always with that same energy?
Well, I was fortunate enough that my dad was really big on being very structured, but at the same time having fun. And then the coaches that I had, they kept it fun. So at a young age, I was able to learn how to maneuver between just having fun and playing the game the right way. My dad was big in playing the game the right way, but at the same time, we all have fun.
Were you always this smiley as a kid?
I was always happy. I didn't smile a lot because my teeth weren't aligned. It wasn't until I got braces that I took them off. I'm like, hey, my smile is on point now. Yeah, but before, I used to like just little smirks. I wouldn't show my teeth watching pictures.
You were going soft smile.
Yeah. But I was always happy. I enjoyed it, But when it came time to pictures, my mouth got closed.
That's awesome.
When was the age that you felt like you wanted to make Major League Baseball the goal? Was it always the goal, or was there a certain age or a certain moment that happened in your life that you were like, okay, this is it?
Yeah, so I moved from Puerto Rico to Orlando, Florida around 12, 13 years old. And I started to get an understanding about MLB baseball, Major League Baseball around 15. That's when 14, 15. That's when I was like, okay, this is something. 15, 16. That's when I started believing like this was gonna be that I wanted to make something happen out of here. Ooh, a good arm.
Catcher went to second there with it. Yeah, and there's two in Canada.
Yes, just embrace what's happening.
This is hammered down the line and left, and a nice catch by Wong out there. And it gets Canada on the board. Arik Aubuchon with a sac fly that scores Davis Weibel. And Canada's up 1-0.
So between chocolate chip cookies and pizza. Ooh, shortstop, make a play.
Hey!
That's sick.
Davis Weibel.
Yeah.
Doing his Francisco Lindor impression.
Kid, hell yeah. I would have bounced it. I can't make it all the way there.
What do you think of this?
He's got a great arm and the ability to stop and throw. That's, I mean, the kid's doing it. I would have bounced that ball. Yes, yes.
Sugar's happy about it.
A muchas personas también, ¿sabes? Muchas familias, y es bien bonito que ellos puedan venir para acá y pasar este momento tan lindo y competir contra otros países.
Yeah, I asked him just what this means for Venezuelan baseball. He says it's really huge because it opens the doors for a lot of kids, for a lot of people to experience, and it's really great to see Venezuelan baseball competing on the global stage against some of these other teams. ¿Y ahora qué piensas del partido hoy en la noche? O sea, va a ser en un estadio de minor leagues, ¿no? Es diferente de lo que estás acostumbrado.
Pues no, realmente no, ¿sabes? Yo creo que lo igual es igual en todos lados, se juegue en donde se juegue.
Okay, I asked him what he feels about the game tonight, little smaller stadium. He said, baseball is baseball, no matter where it's played. Amen, guys. Back to you.
That's awesome from Francisco Alvarez. A bouncer to third. Braxton Black to the bag for 1, and it's 2. Beautifully done by Australia's Braxton Black. And now time wasn't called, and the runner takes off for third. Smart play by Cruz Crupan after that double play.
Great job of understanding the situation for Black, making sure he got over to third base and a strong throw over to first. Then we see the heads-up base running right there after no time was called.
You're in a rush to get to the next thing and keep excelling at the sport and sport specialization. Cruz Crupan to the plate. He scores. 3-0 Vancouver. Just be where your feet are. We hear it all the time. And to hear it from a guy who's now 31 in Francisco Lindor, who's accomplished all that he's done.
Right.
It's really cool.
Just enjoying those moments are so special. Because look, I mean, this is the stage in which you really want to be in the moment. All these kids will look back on this day or these days here at Williamsport and say, that was one of the most special times of my life. I still look back at this age in which I was playing and still talk to guys that I played with at this age.
And you had thought to ask Francisco Lindor, did he smile as much then as he does now? He said, no, he didn't want to. His teeth were messed up. On a line to center, and a diving catch made by Josh Campbell Manfield. Excellent work, and the inning's over. Doing it in front of big leaguers watching you.
Josh Campbell Manfield coming in on the play, the concentration, the grab, the secure.
Mentioned Julio's used to it, but a 12-year-old isn't used to having a camera right in his face like that. Right. Play it cool. Arik Aubuchon dribbles one left side, and Canada adds on. Davis Weibel scores. Aubuchon's driven in 2 of the 4 for this Vancouver team, trying to stick around longer.
Just putting the ball in play, right? Good things happen. We hear it all the time. And Canada having some good at-bats, being patient, putting the bat to the ball. It's been a difference maker.
Emmett Stephenson now bats for the second time. Bouncer at Braxton Black. Got it there in time, inning over. Canada adds another.
But has really come on as of late, second half.
On the ground, and it takes a hop into left field for Cruz Crupan. He's got a base hit, and there's 2 on for Canada with just 1 out. Well, what do we got on these sunglasses? Hang with them. Oh.
He tried to catch him, too, on the way down. I like the effort.
This is why I think more people should be wearing the old school flips. Ground ball into center from Felix Hoyeno. Wong to the plate. The throw's not in time. Canada adds on.
Well, this is the thing about Canada is they've been very aggressive on the base pass early. So you get the base hit up the middle, like the middle of the field approach. And as a center fielder, just teaching moment, right? We got to try to keep this ball down. And there was no cutoff as well. So tough. And that's why you get the guys advancing to second and third.
Caleb Jackson, well struck, and it gets toward the wall. Krupan and Hoyeno score. It's a two-run triple for Caleb Jackson.
Watch, ball.
This ball took off. It had that backspin and tough to judge as a left fielder. But look, my man was off to the races. And as soon as he saw the ball being thrown home too, the aggressive base running that we're talking about from Canada. They've come out here today with a
tied atop the wild card with the Boston Red Sox. Both those teams ahead of the Yankees. Misha Lee to center, and that'll one hop off the wall. RBI double, Misha Lee, and he's been mashing today.
Bang!
The swings have been different today. You can just tell that there's just a great balance. I mean, that ball jumped off the bat right there, center field, and Campbell Manfield's already playing deep out there as well. Show it off, Canada. We're down the stretch with Major League Baseball.
Sharply into right field. Misha Lee to the plate, ahead of the throw. 9-0 Canada. And now Grimsrud Rotz moves up 60 more. And Canada's pouring it on.
You know what it means to have players from all over the world that want his autograph. He says it's very nice, and it's kind of proof that baseball is growing in all corners of the world.
Yo tuve la oportunidad de jugar cuando jugaba en Cuba, campeonatos así, mundiales.
¿Jugaste en pequeñas ligas?
Sí.
¿Y a dónde llegaron?
Fuimos.
Yes, it's a long day for these players, but they know how special it is.
Aragobashan lines one to center, and it gets another run home for Canada. Scores Davis Weibel, and it's 11-0.
Sharpie gets smeared.
Bouncing ball, Braxton Black got a piece of it. Another run scores off the bat of Emmett Stephenson, who's had a productive day. Canada, this is Misha Lee, who began the game at first base, and he's trying to get the last 3 outs. And it would be Canada's first no-hitter in Little League World Series history. Hamano, right center, run down by George Morris. One away.
Well, I love Morris. He actually picked up the center fielder, Regan, on his way. You see him check real quick. Yeah. He took charge. I love that. Knowing where your other fielders are, calling it off and making the play.
Stay alive. 2 outs away from history. Xander Reed to first. The flip. Krupan covers. Canada's 1 out away.
Nice job of Krupan understanding that the first baseman, Nazi, was not going to be able to get back in time. Makes his way over to first once realizing he doesn't get the ground ball, and a perfect job of concentration, catching the ball first and then foot on the bag. That's a very nice job from Krupan.
Braxton Black takes ball 1 for Canada. Tyson Grimsrud Rotz was the starting pitcher. He actually threw a perfect game last season in their district tournament. Today he went 4 no-hit innings. And now it's up to Misha Lee. 2-0. Australia's Xander Reed, that's in the 3 spot, just rolled to first. He walked in the first inning. That's the only thing separating this from a perfect game bid for Canada. Three and 0. Canada's been no hit itself here 7 times at the Little League World Series. They have never thrown a no-hitter. Line drive, left field, and it drops and rolls to the wall. Braxton Black breaks it up in the 5th inning.
Huge swing right there from Braxton Black, and you kept feeling like he was going to get a hold of one with the swings that he takes. He's on that backside and gets in that launch position, and he lets it rip. Ball 2 hops the wall, and look at the reaction from Canada. They're like, man, that ball was smoked. No-hitter today.
Wow. I mean, Canada was that close. And in that count as well. Braxton Black, a guy that you were saying this is coming for at some point over the course of this week.
If he just got a little bit more direct and short, and he did it right there.
This is Josh Campbell Manfield. Cut and a miss, and it's 1-2. Trying to finish this off in run rule fashion. Misha Lee's 1-2 pitch on the way. 2-2 on Campbell Manfield. Again, Canada will stay alive. They will stick around 2 more days. Next game for them Tuesday night against either Chinese Taipei or Aruba. In the air, behind third, and Hoyano hangs on to it. Canada blanks Australia and sticks around at the Little League World Series.